All right, man. 210 Boxing TV here with Robert Garcia. Now, major news actually today and yesterday just broke. Fight been rumored for years. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, undisputed, July 29th. What are your thoughts about it?
Man, I'm glad it happened because that's a fight that we all needed to see, especially this year with all those big fights happening, man. That fight had to happen, and I'm glad they came up with the decision to fight, and I'm pretty sure they're both made a good deal for each other, and they're comfortable, and they're gonna go out there and perform.
Is this the best year that boxing's had in a while?
Oh, of course, it has to be, man. It's a fight. It's a year where we've had, great fights, breaking record entrances, with Tank and Ryan Garcia, pay-per-view hit way past 1 million, which we haven't seen in a while. I think Terrence Crawford and Spence is gonna do really good also. We just had Loma and Haney, a fucking good ass fight. So yeah, I think so, bro. And look, and we don't need heavyweights to be able to say we've had a great year in boxing. Even though heavyweights, I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury, Usyk will fight sometime this year. So just to top it off, we have in the next few months before the end of the year, we have a couple of heavyweight fights. Then it will be the best year in a while.
We might still get Wilder, AJ.
Exactly.
And then Fulton Inoue is going to be that same week of Spence and Crawford.
Those fights are going to be badass. Oh, same day or what?
No, the same week.
Same week.
That's on a Tuesday,
they
the
fight
25th.
during the week.
Yeah,
right,
Tuesday, July 25th,
right.
and then Spence Crawford the 29th.
Right.
A lot of fans, right, they were getting a little bit discouraged, saying, "Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to."
This time it is, man.
And isn't it good that they're going to finally
Hell yeah.
It's official.
I'm glad
tickets are about to go on sale.
I'm glad they
no more rumors.
I'm glad they came up with terms to fight each other, because that's what we needed, man. That's what boxing needed.
Now, you have experience with both, right? Mikey fought Crawford in the amateurs, correct, and then of course Mikey fought Spence as a pro.
Correct.
What do you see both guys, their strengths and weaknesses, and how do you see the fight playing out between Spence and Crawford?
You know what? It's a 50-50 fight, bro. It's a 50-50 fight, but I don't know why. I just lean towards Crawford. I don't know why, man. Honestly, it's a 50-50 fight, bro. I can't really say it's gonna be a easy win for Crawford or Spence. It's just gonna be a fight that the world can't miss.
Is that what makes this fight so good? Because with Spence, right, he brings that pressure and he's constantly in your face. But with Crawford, he can crack. Crawford's knocked out 10 out of his last 11 guys.
That's what I mean, man. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, and I just want to see it, man. I don't know, like I'm telling you, I don't even know why I kind of lean towards Crawford, but it's a 50-50 fight.
And that's what boxing needs, right? We need these big fights like back in the day when Barrera and Pacquiao, Morales, Barrera, Pacquiao, Morales. That's what we need, right?
The good thing is that it's happening, but the bad thing, the sad thing is that we might not get a rematch or a trilogy, because they're 35, 33, something around. So it might be a little bit too late unless they do it back to back right away. They go with the rematches right away. Then they could do it. They could do a rematch right away. If they go into an immediate rematch, then we could have a solid trilogy if they do it right away. But if they wait a year or two, then it might be too late. It could have been. They could have been 5 years ago, and it would have been a lot easier for make rematches and trilogies.
They put in the contract that they have 30 days, either guy, whoever loses, to activate a rematch clause.
Oh, so they have an immediate rematch.
Yeah,
perfect. That's nice. So that means they could fight back to back. They fight each other back to back. That's nice.
Now, when you went up against Spence with Mikey, right? And Mikey famously said, I see something against Spence. What did you ever see, or what were your thoughts going into the fight, and then afterwards how everything turned out?
What? It wasn't a good decision for Mikey, but we support him. He's a great fighter, 4th division. So we supported him, but we always thought it was going to be a very difficult fight. Spence is a great fighter. He's got tricks. He's very smart in the ring. Whatever you prepare for, whatever you try, he's got an answer to it, and that's why it's not going to be easy for Crawford either. But like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. I can't wait for the fight to happen. Mikey was just too small for him, and he was just much better than him. That's just the way boxing is.
With Spence, right? A lot of people, they kind of discredit him, saying he's one-dimensional and all he does is just come forward. What are the things that you saw that he does good that the average fan wouldn't?
I don't know why they say that, man. I don't know why they say that. He's got answers to everything, man. If you have a fighter to pressure him, he knows how to fight him on the outside. He could also fight on the inside. He could back you up. He could be tricky. He could be dirty if he has to. You know what I mean? He's a solid fighter with everything. He's got answers to everything. I don't know why they say that.
Now, recently, right, they said whoever wins the fight between Tank Ryan is the face of boxing. And with this fight, right, Spence, Crawford, whoever wins this is more than likely the number one pound for pound.
Well, you
like,
know
will be
what?
the guy.
Yes, because it's the welterweight division, and welterweight's always been one of the main ones. Besides heavyweights, I think welterweight's the next, biggest division in boxing. So yes, I think this one, whoever wins, should be the number one pound for pound. I don't know about the face of boxing because if we compare. The face of boxing doesn't mean who's the best fighter of boxing. I think the face of boxing is the one that sells the most and the one that gets more viewers. And I think
Tank or Canelo right now, right?
Tank and Ryan Garcia was huge. I don't think they'll do better than Tank versus Garcia. I think it'll be a way better fight. Canelo still generates 50,000 people to go see him fight. He still generates millions of views. Right there, Tank, Canelo, those are the guys that we could say are the face of boxing. But the best fight to watch is the welterweight division, and that's Crawford versus Spence.
Now, moving on, Devin Haney.